All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome back to the program. This is the TPN from the United States of America. Today, we get a little bit of. We want for start this program with something that is different because for the past I don't know how many years we coverage always focus on politics, not so. Now politics no more all the time we dey talk. Yes, we get for talk about politics. But I want for make we talk about politics at the end of the program because that na the time when we dey interact with the um the viewers. So I want for talk about one very important thing again, and this get for do with theology. Well, for people we um for people then we they watch we from YouTube. I create let me see. I create one a poll na YouTube where I want for make when I go and answer that poll day. Hold on, let me just see here and let me YouTube and make sure yes indeed the subjects what I want to talk about today is kind of uh education. We all know that Africa in particular, when it comes to religion, is very important in the minds of a lot of people, right? But one of the biggest problems we get in Africa is we know they study with religion. We know they try for understand with religion. We dey depend on the imams in a mosque for tell we within the Quran say, which is also important. The pastors in a church for tell we within the Bible say. Um, it is important that you consult your pastor or your imam for understand the religion where you follow. But it's also very, very, very important for make you read the book where they guide you towards the religion where you dey follow. This that's something we is lacking in the African religious spectrum. How we take religion when Sunday come, we go na church, we go sit down, we listen to the pastor. The pastor they pick the verses or chapters from the Bible where they use for in sermon. And Fridays, we go na the church, na the mosque, we go sit down with the listening to the khutbah, the sermon. Khutbah is also called sermon. And after that, what thing they happen? When we go na house, we take the Bible, we put it under we bed, we go do other things them. Even if we want for praying on net, like the Christian, the Bible there na the pillow, then they pray. That's not a very good thing. A very good thing for do. But if you not somebody will believe in God and you believe in the religion where you dey follow, waiting are your obligation as a Muslim and as a Christian? I'm not talking about people that will not go to school. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about people where they go to school, they're able to read and write, they're able to understand certain literal meaning of the Quran and the Bible. The good thing is, even the Quran, now been translated into English, simple English. So it is no longer about, well, I'm not able to read the Quran because it is in Arabic, or I'm not able to read the Bible because it is in Greek. If you're able to read any textbook in English language, you actually and understand them, you're able to read the Quran in English and understand them, and you're able to read the Bible in English and understand them. Now, what are they come up with today? There is academic debates they go on in biblical theology. You know, I was brought up going to school in a Catholic school. Okay, in a Catholic school. So one of the things we did do in a Catholic school, I'm talking about high school, is reading the Bible. In fact, one of the main topics, if I don't know now because it's been a long time when I not even go visit some of we high school then as alone. But during we own time when we been in good school, we they go to Catholic school. Bible studies now one of the main subjects where you able for learn. Let me just share this quickly. So almost every single day, they do Bible studies at school every single day. And one of the things we understand when it comes to Bible studies, whether you talk about the gospel or you talk about the Torah, which is the Old Testament, there is a very, very impressive and very powerful story where then teach we and we understand. And that is the Israelites, the time when they in Egypt, where Moses go save them from the Pharaohs. And the Israelites, according to Exodus, let me help here and bring Exodus. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on, let me see if indeed I can do this. All right. In Exodus, this is Exodus. Let me pull the lower third so that you're able. No, that's okay. In Exodus, according to the story, we learn at school, the Israelites come out from Egypt, then come all the way down to the Red Sea, and then cross the Red Sea before then go to the Promised Land. This is not the story where you get not to show yourself. Yeah, if you get any different story or you get anything, you are for put under the comment section, okay? I go able to read the comment them. This is the story where we get for saying the Israelites then escape. I will give you all the necessary information, okay? Let me just do this quickly. I will give you the information, but let me just share this thing very quickly. And there's a reason what to make I want for talk about this today, because religion in Africa now a fundamental part of we life activities. Most of the things where we do as human beings, as Africans, is affected by religion. Whether you talk about progress, development, relationships, and everything what we do in our life is actually tied to religion, we belief system. We get people that we strongly believe say, every single day, God is always there for help them. And Some people then too lazy because they believe in God. And if you look at the structures of religious practice in Africa today, for example, in Sierra Leone, you get every few blocks, like in Afritonso, you get a church. Mosque na kind of not so rampant like the churches, but themselves na the same thing. So religion play crucial role now with life. Okay. So this not the reason this because what I understand, what I don't start for understand. If we really want for talk about politics and how we go able for establish this relationship between each other and how they behave as Sierra Leoneans or as Africans, one of the things where we actually need for talk about, let me start with religion because this is the fundamental thing we tie we to whatever we do now in life. Because Africans now very, very hyper religious people. We believe God more than any species in this world. Yeah. So it has some kind of factors into the development, even into politics. Yes, we get this mythical saying, well, the good thing is we know they mix politics with religion. True. What we mean for say we know they mix politics with religion is because we know they use religion for political reason. Okay. But that is not even important because, to be honest with you, out of the 5 years where we maybe out of the 5 years where we they do politics, probably 2 years of that now in we they do actual politics. Everything else again for do with development and progress. Okay, so and when you look at the way we they think, you go begin realize say religion they play crucial role every single day. Every single day. Now, I've been there at one of the forums them call them religiosity, where you get people with PhDs and experts in religious studies. And when I say religious studies, I'm not talking about just Bible. I'm talking about we get people that way from India where then they actually did it for talk about Hinduism. You get pastors them where they talk about Christianity and the Bible. We even get Jews. As have been one guy when a Jew, where most times they come and try for talk about the Torah, which is the Old Testament. You know, the Jews actually focus on the Old Testament. The Jews do not believe in the New Testament. So then focus, then they them. And we get imams them. We highly educated in the Quran and the Bible. So this is now a very, very, very academic platform wherein people not so like a debate or necessary debates where other people then get no, this is something that has to do with education, because when you come up with a topic and you discuss them, people bring in academic references. And what to make them put me at that forum there, because I was even surprised. So I think at one time here, I've been to talk about for say I get I've been to do comparative religion, and at one time I've been to talk about the difference understanding of certain books and about religion. So somebody probably who was watching, he didn't have that forum there as an admin, so then get for admin. So I ask why, then say well because we know say you now other person where it looks like you have a little bit of ideas about religion, so we'll bring you in. I tell them, say, well, my PhD is not in religion at all. Yes, I did comparative religion in school for 2 years, actually. But that's not my expertise. But I can do. And thank God they put me there because I learn a lot. When you are among people way knowledgeable in terms of expertise, you did learn a lot if you really want to learn. And quite recently, about 2-3 days ago, there was a topic where they discuss we get for do with Exodus. And now the reason this why they bring this for make UNASEF, probably UNASEF go learn. This is not getting nothing for do with Christian versus Islam. No, 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 no. This is purely academical discussion. Okay. So they talk about Exodus. One doctor come up with some strange assertion about Exodus. And it make me, I begin think. You know what it say? It actually expertise now on biblical studies. And a man way is highly respected in that platform because it come with academic stuff we learn from that. So he said, if I told you that the Israelites never crossed the Red Sea, would you believe? You wait a watch. I know say where I say so, immediately you raise your eyebrows, not so. That was exactly the same reaction where I've been get. I say, what? And not to me no more. Most people them we not be know about this. Then think maybe this doctor was actually just joking. He say no, it's not a joke at all. He say they never crossed the Red Sea. He said, you go and do your own research and come back to me. So I try to do my own research. And I find some very interesting thing where I want to share with you now. Okay. We know say the book of Exodus. Let me just summarize the entire book for some of people then way probably they don't really understand what's in the book of Exodus. The book of Exodus is more about the birth of Moses, the plight of the Israelites in Egypt, and how God sent Moses and he came and saved the Israelites from Egypt and then crossed the Red Sea and go to the promised land. Okay? That's not the entire summary of the book of Exodus in the Old Testament. And in that book, chapter 14 of the book, we say, when Moses and the Israelites then left Egypt, Ramses, so then come down to the Red Sea. And in the Red Sea, then they camp at the Red Sea. Now they then realize say Pharaoh and his soldiers them they chase them for can't kill them. Not so. This is the story where me know. I believe say now the story back where you know, not so. Then Moses was so furious, was so afraid. The people then said them be so afraid. Then begin blame Moses for say why you know for be not left in Egypt so that we will continue for serve Pharaoh and the Egyptian. Now he can't bring we na this then they can't kill we. So Moses was a little bit confused. He asked God. God tell and say, let's stretch in staff, the staff we hold, towards the Red Sea. And when Moses do the water split into two. And the place dry between them what I am. So the Israelites then pass through. And when the Egyptian then see themselves then rush for camp pass through, but the Israelites they don't already cross the Red Sea. Then God tell Moses for do the same thing with the in staff. Then the water cover the Egyptians and they all die. This is the story in the Bible. Wait and tell we. You got the same story, right? You have the same story. Thank you. Okay, that's good. So now, if this doctor come and tell we say they never cross the Red Sea. Remember, the most important thing about the Exodus, from Egypt to the promised land is the split of the ocean. Because this now the miracle where in that book for sure say God was actually with the Israelites. Okay. Now, when this doctor tell me, I was confused. I was really confused. But you see how me did? Me an open-minded person. I'm not gonna say what I don't know for the past I don't know how many years. So therefore, now the correct no more. Anybody we academically inclined, always willing for get new information or new evidence into what you already don't believe. Because that's not the only way they learn, where you become a better person, where they improve your understanding of the world. I am not like other people because I don't believe XYZ. So therefore, this is going to be XYZ until I die. I'm always willing for listening and learn from other people. This is what actually I am. So now I want me and you for let we do a simple research on this. Now, what I want to do right now, I they come to first of all, I they open Google Map. Let me pull this. I think if I pull this, it will be fine. Let me pull this. Okay, this now Google Map, right? It's very important. I know say sometimes we don't addicted with politics, so every time we just want for talk about politics. But we life is more than just politics. In fact, politics now a minute portion of we life, but it don't dominate we life so much that we forget about other important thing we actually affect we life. So this not just a small research where me and you they do together so that we're able to learn. Okay. Now this is a Google Map. You can use yourself can do with your phone or with your laptop. Okay. After this broadcast, you can go do them. So let me search for the Red Sea. Okay. Let me just zoom in out so that we all go see the Red Sea. All right. This is the Red Sea. Okay. All this one you see here is the Red Sea, not so. Now, I want for let we pay close attention. But you see two tributary of the Red Sea. This part here is called the Gulf of Suez. It is not necessarily the Red Sea. It's called the Gulf of Suez. Let me zoom in so that you go understand what I talk about. You see it? Gulf of Suez. So this part here, then call her the Gulf of Suez. And there's another tributary where they call Gulf of Aqaba. Now in this now, the Gulf of Aqaba. So now if you look here, let me zoom out again. This part here is Egypt. And in fact, I'll go show you now. This is Cairo. This part here is Cairo. Okay. Now, there are lakes here. Okay. You see this lake? And this is the Suez Canal. Now, that make them call this river here the Gulf of Suez. But you get a lake here. Okay. Now, this is Egypt. Okay. And as you see, this part here is Cairo. See Cairo here? This area is Cairo. Above Cairo, there was an old town called Ramses, or they call it P. Ramses. That is the house of Ramses. Okay. Now the Israelites them in the Israelites them in day where them in day as slaves. Okay. So you don't understand this this map, not to so there's a foundation that I want to lay that make I bring this map. When I just be for educational purpose. So this area here, if you see now, you see now a place where very, very fertile. Now that make you see green all over here. Now this place, now the Israelites, them in the work na farm, you know, for the Egyptians them. Now that make you see all this place now greenish place, because the brown here actually is the desert, but here in Egypt, now the place where they get forest and grass and other things. So now they more, right? So I want for come back here for make una see. So already I don't know say this now the Gulf of Suez. This one here. It started from the Red Sea, from here. This is the Red Sea. Let me make sure you see the writing. Yeah. This is the Red Sea. Okay. All this here now the Red Sea. You see which side them put Red Sea? I don't know if you see this writing. It says Red Sea. Maybe it's too small, but yep, that's not the Red Sea. And within the Red Sea gets two tributaries, the Gulf of Suez, and you get the Gulf of Aqaba here. Now, since I don't lay this foundation, and you see here, this place is called, this is Saudi Arabia. This is Saudi Arabia. There's a reason why to make I actually bring this map. This is Saudi Arabia. Okay. This is the Red Sea. This place here, from here all the way. So if you cross the Red Sea, which side they come? You end up in Saudi Arabia. Not so. Well, I don't need to tell you. Look at the map. If this is the Red Sea, here, this is not the Red Sea. This is a tributary of the Red Sea. That's a tributary. And you know what's in a tributary, right? Like we get tributaries then na Salon, a lot of them. We actually come bus na the Atlantic Ocean. But then tributaries, then they would not they call them the Atlantic Ocean, because they are not. You get the Pampana, you get other rivers, them. Those are tributaries to the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, we know they call them the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, now the same thing with here. So this Gulf is not the Red Sea. Yes, it is a tributary of the Red Sea, but the name was actually the Gulf of Suez. And here, the same thing, the Gulf of Aqaba. Now, here, when at the Red Sea, this big blue space, if you cross the Red Sea, where side you can end up? In Saudi Arabia. So you don't begin understand now the point where they come. Now, if this doctor tell we say they never cross the Red Sea, so how then work up? How then work up? Well, fortunately, there are so many studies about this by Christians and Jews. This is why it is important for make you open up your mind, because if you close your mind, you feel say all which I don't know is the truth or the best, you may become so closed-minded, you miss a lot of important things. Now let me pull this out. Now, let me come to Exodus, and I did go to chapter 14. I think it was chapter 14. Chapter 14. Let's see if it come up. Computer, okay. Now I did read them for you because probably it would be too small to you for you, but I did read them for you a little bit. Chapter 14 saying, then the Lord said to Moses, tell the Israelites to turn back and encamp near by Hahiroth. Okay. Between Migdol and the sea. This is what Exodus tells. We notice so. Well, okay. See this. This is a Bible history. This, they say, the map of the Exodus, the Old Testament. And when you look at this map, you see the red arrows where you see so. According to the history of the route where the Israelites take, okay, the route where the Israelites take for going to the promised land. You see this arrow? Then come out from Ramses Zoan, where then they call Tanis. Ramses Zoan is just means the house of Ramses. That's a new city where Pharaoh built, where the Israelites, and I've been telling you now the map, this place here, right here, you see this greenish, that's the place where I've been telling you earlier na the map. So now the same thing here. Then come out from Ramses, then come na Sukkot, and then camp here. Well, look, there is a small lake called Etham, near Etham. So could it be that this is the lake that the Israelites cross? Because when you look at this map is actually created by biblical historians, experts. Okay, if this is the case, it looks like there was a crossing indeed, but the crossing was not actually in the Red Sea. This they open your mind, and I urge you for make you do further research on this. Not listening to me, myself, not to me say this. I never knew about this. All I knew about was Moses struck the Red Sea, and the Red Sea opened. And when the Red Sea opened, the Israelites crossed the Red Sea, and the Egyptian one for cross the Red Sea. Then the water closed and destroyed the Egyptians. That's all we know. Okay, but academic studies. In fact, there is a one doctor we don't call Paldor. He talk now an expert in biblical studies. He talk a lot about this particular Exodus, and I'm not able for give you the book where he write, but there is a film where they produce a documentary where they call Pardon of Evidence. Okay, where they see a lot of experts. I'm talking about biblical experts, and I'm talking about people like we now followers no more. Okay, I'm talking about biblical expert them. So try for watch that documentary. It's called Pardon of Evidence. Okay, so you see this. So if there was a crossing, the crossing was actually in a lake rather than the Red Sea. This particular map tells you exactly how the Israelites travel from Egypt to, in fact, you see down here Mount Horeb. This Mount Horeb, now then they call it Mount Sinai. But at the time, it was called Mount Horeb, according to Exodus. If you read Exodus, Mount Sinai, Mount Horeb, now them puts the, but because then they try for link the modern name, so you can see some version of the Bible, then they put Mount Sinai. But now the same thing, you see Mount Sinai here, now Mount Horeb. Now yeah, then can camp where Moses receive the 10 commandments. Naya then camp back where um the Israelites begin worship calf, the idol worshiper, because Moses been go na the mountain for some time for go receive the 10 commandments. Then the Israelites then begin worship other stuff them. Well, one thing where I want for make with viewers they know is this is not something like a 1 week journey. This it take 40 years. So you go find out, so you see them small dots here, who side they actually reside or settle for some time before they move. Now then small dots here you see, so them black dots here. Okay. So it take them 40 years from here to all the way here. I will talk about here more because a lot of people they don't even know actually the significance of this place here. Okay. But here, you see, this map go open your eyes, say maybe the Israelites never cross the Red Sea. Then cross a lake. One thing where probably it's certain there was crossing. Whether the Red Sea crossed the Israelites or the Israelites crossed the Red Sea, there was crossing. Crossing took place. But waiting the academic world and they try for explain to we now, it wasn't necessarily the Red Sea that the Israelites crossed. And it makes sense. It really makes sense because when you look at the Red Sea here, the one where I just show you here, when you cross this is the Red Sea. This is a tributary of the Red Sea. This one here, a tributary of the Red Sea. But this is the Red Sea. If you cross the Red Sea, Red Sea, which side you go? And Saudi Arabia. And one thing where we all agree, the Israelites never went to Saudi Arabia. Not so. That's not something we all agree, right? They never went to Saudi Arabia. So it makes sense for say yes, the crossing was actually on a lake instead of the Red Sea. But one thing very, very interesting where I want for talk about again in this journey. The Israelites come all the way. They can reside now a small village called Moab. Go read Exodus. Well, this actually this map it actually tells you which side they go. So Naya Moses died. This village here, we then call Moab. Now they died. But how I know? Well, let's do it together. If you look at okay, let me type Deuteronomy. If you look at Deuteronomy 34, verse 4 to 7, all right. Okay. All right, Deuteronomy 34, verse 4 to 7. I want to give you now the significance of that particular place, Moab. All right, it says, then the Lord said to him, this is the land promised. No, sorry, 35. 34, verse 5 to 7. Okay. And as this is said, and Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in Moab. Look at it, Moab here. See it? Moab. So Deuteronomy tell we say, now Moab, Moses died. There's a reason what to make I actually try for pin this way and call it. This is Moab. Up. Let me go back. I can't. All right. You see Moab here? Now, how you go? How okay, let's tell you now how you do research, especially when it comes to the Quran or the Bible or anything else. You understand? If you meet a statement where very, very significant, like a word where very, very significant, research that word for make you understand what actually happened. So we already done establish in Deuteronomy 34, verse 5 to 7 say, yes, Moab, now Moses died, not so. Look at. Then no. Hold on. I think it's actually 5. Yeah, it said, and Moses, the servant of the Lord, died in Moab as the Lord had said. He buried him in Moab, in the valley opposite Beth Peor. So Moab, now Moses died, now they then bury him. So Moab, not reach the promised land. They not reach the promised land. So in Danaya, the promised land is actually in Mount Nebo. Okay, in Mount Nebo. So where is Moab today? Watch. This is very, very interesting. Wait. Now we do them together. It's very, very interesting. You know, go ever believe this for say, I not ever think about this. Where is Moab in the map? Okay. Yeah, when I look, Moab was in southern Jordan. So Moses actually died in Jordan. Did you ever know about this? And say Moab is an ancient Levantine kingdom whose territory is today located in southern Jordan. So Moses actually died in Jordan. So Moses, they actually reached now Jordan. Now they go die. You see why it's important for make you open up? You did learn things the way they make you a better person. I never knew that the Israelites, when they come on Egypt, they actually reach now Jordan. No pastor go ever tell you saying, if you ask your pastor, if you're not Christian today, did the Israelites reach Jordan? The modern day Jordan today. They go tell you say no, they not reach Jordan. But the fact is here. So this doctor actually opened up my eye and say, okay, this is what I have believed. So I think let me listen to him and do my own research and try to find out. And this is exactly what I found out. So where is it? Okay. All right. So what this means? It tells me saying we need for read more if we really just want for become better people. If we want for become better people, anything what you do at this world, try for understand them, especially something that has to do with your salvation. African are somebody we very, very religious, piously religious. So not just go to church every single time you go read, you go listen to the pastor. Sometimes the pastor, when they go to the seminary or the imam, when they go to the colleges, then they go tell them what they can't tell you, where actually they promote the religion. That's not their responsibility that one day. But at the same time, you get for take the Bible, read them, understand them, not just say, oh, you get forget the Holy Spirit. There's nothing like a Holy Spirit where they guide you. If you're not willing for actually do the effort so that the Holy Spirit they guide you. And there are certain things where certain people then they say, especially people that way now Christians, because Christians and they more get this habit of say, oh, you know, understand the Bible because you not get the Holy Spirit. That is wrong. That is totally wrong. We are all human beings. You not even get the Holy Spirit. You not even know if you get the Holy Spirit. How do you know you get the Holy Spirit? All what they think and see and imagine, those are an act of faith. Okay, so we don't understand saying probably according to what we don't see, it might be that the Israelites never actually crossed the Red Sea because the Red Sea is too big. Number one, I'm not saying God not get that power there for doing, but the route where the Bible tell in, and if you go in and try for look, you know, come near the Red Sea safe. Now a tributary, now a lake Now they then cross. And there are experts who actually now they try to tell you this same. This is actually what happened. So it not undermine the splitting of the ocean, because it could be that yes, indeed, this lake was actually split. So not to the question now, one day. The question here is, did they went to the Red Sea? Nope. Did they cross a river? You can call it a lake. Yes, they did cross a river, but it was not the Red Sea, because the Red Sea, if you cross the Red Sea, actually, you know which side they go? Now Saudi Arabia. And we all know, say, the Israelites never went to Saudi Arabia. Yes, then go na Jordan, then stay na Jordan for some time. Now Moses died na Jordan. So that's not a lesson for today. Now let's go back to politics. Now, there is one very important thing we are one for. I don't know if people then get question for this. Okay, yeah, I see one or two people that we actually will them call. Meaningful topic, yeah, by Abdul Conte. Yes, it is meaningful. The reason we make sometimes we get for take a little bit of break from politics, because there are other things that are more important to us than even politics. Because religion in Africa, now something we hold we. You get people then we believe in religion so much that they believe say everything God they do for them. And if you follow something, really understand what they follow, it's very easy for make you miss you direction. Yes, some people then they come and say, no, I don't want to talk about religion, but this is your salvation. This now affects even the way you think, the way they do things. This religion now it affects Africa so much. There are so many things where they talk about religion, where go open up a lot of people their mind, but I don't think say we prepare for that. So therefore, some of them small things here probably will they come up with them, and it will open your mind, say yes, okay. Now, Dr. Mankota Yeri for say the Israelites they're not being crossed the Red Sea, and now Isaac can tell me this with some kind of small evidence. Now let we expand we own research for make we get the total understanding of actually what happened. Now, so you become a better person. But if every time you just believe, say somebody is better than you, now in they come and tell you what for do, and you take you salvation and hang on that person there, in your saying, where that person they says you not get no guarantee for say in salvation, a guarantee for them, then you are making mistake. Okay, so Momo for I say the Israelites indeed crossed the Red Sea. To prove that it happened, Pharaoh's body was recovered, but the rest of his army, the rest of his army disappeared after drowning. God allowed his body to be discovered as proof of their unsuccessful chase after the Israelites. Unfortunately, if they use Wikipedia, if Wikipedia is your sources, this is not an academic source. In fact, I don't say NASA alone or other things, but in America, if you go school and you write something, a research, and your reference is Wikipedia, your professor actually they drab you. Because why? You yourself way this Momo. Go for any profile now Wikipedia or any information on Wikipedia, you're able to add what you want for add. So Wikipedia is not a good source for come up with academic proof. Okay, you get to go a little bit more than Wikipedia. And what I advise you, like what I talk so, yes, this is something that is surprising to me too. But just look at what I even show you. This now biblical history. This now people then we understand Bible studies, theology, the Bible studies so much. Now they actually put them together, then give it that route way I show you so. Not to me make a more. And as you when I see now from the website I pull it, the young website now they I pull them. I wouldn't call any. There are so many things, but there is no expert mapping of the Israelites, their route, we actually prove come tell we say the Red Sea. Except you say the tributary where I show you earlier, na Red Sea. If that is what you mean, na Red Sea, then maybe you are wrong, because I don't give you an example. We get tributaries that will come into the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean as well, not so. There are rivers. Tributaries are rivers. You know, like where we get the ocean, then you get some rivers them. The we go na the interland. We get them bokuna salon, not so. But one thing where you agree with me, you know, we call them rivers, then they for say na the Atlantic Ocean. No. Yes, you go tell them, you go say na a tributary of the Atlantic Ocean, but not the Atlantic Ocean. And besides them rivers, then they not to salt water. Not to so. The Atlantic Ocean is salt water. The same thing with the Red Sea. The Red Sea is salt water, but them tributaries then they na fresh water. Okay, so I want to make you do a little bit more. Yes, it's very very difficult, because some people that they don't get this belief system for the past 40, 50 years. It depends how long you don't live na this world here, and how long you don't be a Christian or a Muslim or another religion, or if you follow religion. This not something where they don't tell you for the past almost half a century. Okay, so but open up a little bit and try for do your own research and find out. I don't show you. Maybe if I can bring it again, so that we all will able to learn here. All right. Let me bring it again, so that because you bring up a very good point, and now the reason this way, let me remove your old and call. Okay, let me go to the map. In fact, because the map is much more robust. Now the map this. Okay. Now the Red Sea is from here take all the way down. Now the Red Sea. If you cross the Red Sea, now Saudi Arabia you they come. All right. You see this small place here. Now a tributary. This is not a tributary of the Red Sea. Okay. And you get another tributary. And this place here is called the Gulf of Suez. And here is called the Gulf of Aqaba. Okay. But here is the Red Sea. This is not a tributary of the Red Sea. This is not a tributary of the Red Sea, but this is actually the Red Sea. So, and when you look at when you look at this this map, the map of the Exodus Old Testament, these are people who actually experts. Now they put this map together. You will find out say the crossing is actually not even in the Suez Canal. No, in the Suez, the Gulf of Suez. The crossing was actually in a lake near Sukkot. This lake here. See the lake? It's near Sukkot. So it was not the Red Sea. It was not. So what in this tell we? It tell we say we need to revisit. It not necessarily means say it's shaking our belief system. No. That's not the point. It not shake our belief system. What it does is it tells us that maybe we not for rely on, we pass those them alone. I not say make you not rely on them, but alone for make you understand some of their historical events here, because this is not a historical event. Okay, this is not a historical event. So now that one day I want for make you do Momo for why. I want for make you go back and revisit some of we perception we will be get about this particular story. Okay, and you also see Israel. Israelites were nomads with no fixed abode until they were led by Moses to what's now called the Promised Land. Yes, yes, they are nomadic tribes. Okay, they are nomadic tribes, but the Levites, Judah, and other tribes, they actually been there na Egypt. Talking about Pharaoh. Before I go to the politics again, a lot of people they don't know say the Pharaoh way been there, way them born Moses, way one for kill Moses. That Pharaoh they actually die. You know about that, right? He died. You know, you remember the story in the Exodus where Moses, as I don't grow up, he go outside the Israelites, the Hebrew. Well, actually, they call them Hebrews. Actually, not Hebrews. The Hebrews. So they call them na Exodus Hebrews. Outside them they work as slaves. Where one Egyptian be actually they beat one Hebrew. Then what Moses do? Where he look, see no other Egyptian, he kill that Egyptian and he bury on the sand. So at one time, two Hebrews them they fight to themselves. Now then Moses say why? But the other one we not get right. Now they tell her why they hit you company. Now they tell her so oh would that make you a judge and a leader among we? If you say they can't kill me like the way you killed that Egyptian. So Moses afraid. Moses afraid. So what he do? He say, well, maybe this rumor don't go. So he get for run away. So when Pharaoh hear about this rumor, so he be one for kill Moses. So Moses run away and he go to a place called Jethro. No, Jethro is the man, the head of that place. I forget the place in him actually. I forget the place in him. But he go marry Jethro in Galpikin. You know, when he been around, he go sit down near water well where then lady then come take water for go feed the animal. Where the Egyptian come, the Egyptian then come, they want for drive the picking them. So Moses say no. They are not driving and even help the picking them for take the water. Then when the picking them go to then daddy named Jethro. So then daddy ask why when I come early today? So then get for explain say one Egyptian because Moses was born in Egypt actually. He was born in Egypt. So we all know that the story. So he said the Egyptian one Egyptian now in help we for make we get water. Now the pass say, well, why would not bring come? Now go call him for make he come. So Moses come now, he can there with Jethro, the pa, say he get for married one of him picking, where them born picking them. Okay. So after God come, that's when Moses know they now Egypt again, because he be not on away. And it take many years. So after the Pharaoh, we want kill him, he died. Now the time now we God tell and say, all the one that we want kill you, they don't die. So go now for make you go save the Israelites. That day Moses go. So now a big story, so we'll not get for what and call her. We'll not get for explain everything. But this now a very good topic where they open with mind. So Musa Conte say, for why? Do you know that polemic scientists and philosophers have some doubt about that story? Yes, indeed. Yeah. In fact, if you go watch this doctor in documentary we then call Pardon of Evidence, you're gonna say yes, then gets a lot of doubts about that particular story. Okay, but that's not the point where I try for make. The point where me they try for make is now based on the Bible itself. So then the experts here now based on the Bible, they actually come up with this mapping, the route where the Israelites take from Ramses, that is a city called Ramses, to the Promised Land, when Jericho. This. Okay. Yeah. So this is very, very simple and straightforward, and it makes sense. This na a big, 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 big ocean. The Red Sea na a big ocean. So it will be very, very difficult for make the Israelites actually cross this ocean, such a short time, especially when they can run after them. And remember, the Israelites then get picking them, then small picking them, then get flocks like animals, like sheep, goats, cow, and other flocks them. All then go and call together. And secondly, now about 650, I think it was 650,000 people. So it's very difficult for make them just cross this ocean such a very short time. So it makes sense here for say probably not a lake way very shorter, and not so deep, now in the able for cross. But hey, there are people who actually they look at this again because they don't stuck into their own belief system. And so no, not the Red Sea then what they call. But I the urge you for make you open up a little bit and try for the thing about we the modern man today, we get resources where we able for help with. If you want for help yourself, enlighten yourself, you will use them resources then they like what me do so. I never knew that this was actually the case. All I knew was the Israelites crossed the Red Sea, and there was this powerful magic or miracle that God gave Moses to save them from the Egyptians. That was the story I knew. That was the story I read in the Bible. But experts are now saying, no, it wasn't the Red Sea. It was a lake. And now we come up, people are coming up with this, map, this route. I think it gives us some things to think about. Let me think about this, okay? And let me not just talk, because the one thing about Africa and Africans, where you see we don't believe in one thing, we don't want for any other thing again. No alternative. This nine we believe, this nine that the thing is where we believe in. And most times nine they make, then they exploit we. It is time for make yourself begin think for yourself. And these are some of the things where you go able to help with this. Now, the reason is where I bring this topic, because I know say it gets something to do with we own way of seeing things, the we own way of thinking. Okay? Momo for why? Thank you very much for your contribution. So now we can go back to politics, because that's not the thing we always like for talk about, right? Politics is something that we always like for talk about. So all right. Now, we go back to politics. Let's go back to politics now. This is another segment, okay? Now, earlier this week, there was this discussion. Hold on. There was this discussion way been going on social media. Linda Thomas, we na the UN ambassador to the United Nations, he been going to salon. Okay. So he announced he give 1.5 million for help the reform process for elections. After this money was announced, there are a lot of people who come out and talk, say, well, you see, the one they always talk with these hopeless hopes for say there is going to be a rerun. So they begin take this money in announcement, then twist them. Then twist them, say, well, this now for the rerun election, now he make Linda Thomas you will call them. So as I be some big man, they will actually buy into this. Well, let me listen to Linda Thomas.
And that is, let's see, Mr. Mohamed K. Fofana of the Gleaner newspaper in Sierra Leone. Ambassador Thomas Greenfield, you announced that the United States plans to invest $1.5 million to support Sierra Leone's electoral reform process. After the announcement, an unconfirmed report has it that the U.S. is pushing for a rerun of the June 24th elections. Do you have any comment?
I'm not aware of that. But what I am aware of is that the $1.5 million will assist Sierra Leone in developing their own plans for how they will conduct elections in the future. But there are no, as far as I know, there are no plans for an election, and certainly we have not called for that.
Thank you.
All right. So why I bring this? Because in one of the APC forums, when this idea of a rerunning election and this money is part of the effort where the US is trying to do for a rerunning election, I come out and say, no, that's not true. I say this is for future elections, for reforms. Some of me colleagues, they attack me. As always, then call me all kind of names. How me always like negative things about the APC party. I know they talk any positive things about the APC party. Now negativity no more adipa. Why they attack me? Because the thing here is there are people who believe say their own way of seeing things or doing things is the best for the APC party. I don't get problem for make somebody attack me for my views, but at least attack me for the right reason, not attack me for the wrong reason. If you want to attack me, come up with something way not the correct thing. If I make mistake, you attack me, I'm willing to say yes, I'm wrong. And one thing way I don't appreciate most times where some of our colleagues then they do, then self no say what then they try for push about the APC party or other things them relating to the APC party. Now the wrong things them. But then they push them anyway. And they don't want to foresee any alternative views on that. This is the reason. Well, Linda Thomas just don't can clarify, it been clarified saying, no, that money did not get nothing to do with rerun election. And they not get no intention actually for call for a rerun for election. And we all know say this particular statement or this particular issue need to be rested because we don't discuss, we don't talk, we don't lie, we don't argue, we don't vex, change the fact. The United States is not calling for a rerun of the election, period. If you want to stop with your obsession about this, that's not your business only. Nobody not get for take you away from that. It's your right for make you believe what you believe in. But it is important for make you also respect other people than views. Not always say, na me own views no more. Now you're not the right thing when it comes to politics. No. Some of we don't stuck with neck for the APC for the right thing for many years. Some of we don't stuck with neck since 2014, 15. Time for redirect the APC party or the APC leadership for do something where they benefit the APC party. We became enemies. In fact, some people then they call we say we not the rebels, then are the APC party. In fact, some people in the country say we're not even APC enough. But consistently, every time when some of we come out and say this decision where we leadership want for take, it they destroy the APC, they help the APC. Whether they agree with we or they disagree with we they always become right. It don't happen consistently. We say sincerity them and genuine belief, ideological belief about the APC them, I think people like we so now in people they have been saying waiting. I not like Dr. Mankota. I not like you. But one thing I respect you because you're credible. And that's all I want. You don't need for like me. That's why everybody get for like you. But if the person consistently, every time he come out and say something, that thing they become true, I think then can people then they not hate them just because you want to hate them or because when always they disagree. I want to make you look inwardly within yourself and say, okay, am I in the wrong side of history? Am I doing the right thing? Because I think say this now the correct one, it turned out to be wrong, then wrong, then wrong. Every time when you support something, that thing they turn out to be wrong. So I think it is time for make you, instead of always the focus on people like Wisu, we consistently, every time we say something, it become right. I think for make you look inwardly and say, okay, maybe I am the problem. Dr. Mankota and other people, the way actually they fought very hard for the APC forget something, not to the problem. I mean at the problem because the way they think, it destroyed the APC party. That is something where I want to make you look up to and try for think about, because if you like the APC party, you go do the right thing for the APC party, even if it go against you personally. Okay? So if you watch this program and you're not APC, genuinely you want to see a better APC, please, I want for make we work together. How will they work together? Now we guide, we leaders them. They are human beings. To be honest with you, I know they vex because we leaders are sometimes then can make wrong decision. No. I know they vex. Are they vex because when they make the end decision, yeah, they don't want for change. And you get people that way actually they support them and because they don't want for change, then they continue for repeat the same mistakes over and over and over and over. That's now they make me sometimes I can vex. But any human being, they make mistake. Me, way they talk to una so. Every single day of my life, I they make mistakes them. I they make mistakes. So I know they come and say, all right, I expect the leadership for make them not make mistake. That's not fair to the leadership. But waiting how the leaders are then go able to become better and improve. Now, when we all sincere enough for make respectfully and point out some of the mistakes that they do, and also praise them for the good things that they do, so that then go continue for do the good things them, and also realize say there are mistakes when they do, and then go able to rectify the mistakes than them. Now, in they make the APC party becomes a more formidable party. That is my objective. So if you misunderstand me because of this, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But I think it is time for make you look inwardly and say, am I the problem? Because if you don't stuck in this nonsense the way they go about a rerun of the election, and you see this money come out, you supposed to be the first person where they say, no, hold on a minute. This money, not for a rerun of the election, you don't get nothing to do with the rerun of the election. And if you not get that ability for understand, say that is the case, and somebody will actually understand and come out and say, this is not about rerun of the election, this is about the review of the processes for future election, why for vex for me? And now, the person who actually announced this money, he come out and can support what I say. Now, you don't already attack me. And the reprehensible part of it is, even though some of them people then they will be the attack we, now APC forums, after they don't read this, then just set mode. If now people they way actually sincere, then believe what they do, not to them manipulative behavior no more. Then for they don't come and say, hey, Dr. Mankota, I'm sorry. where I attack you because of this. So what you talking are true. At least if suppose forget that God for say I am sorry, but no. Some of them then they make like say they not ever attack people like we so wrongfully. Then they wait for the next attack. This is the type of people we are dealing with in our society, especially in our party. But hey, you can't change somebody if that person not willing for change. So let me go to the comment again. All right. Well, I think I only get 2 comments. Hey, Lamin, what's in the gun? Lamin, are you okay? You late today? You can't late. You can't late. I always like for see your opinion on topics. All right. Wow. Now, Lamin Danke say the tripartite might recommend a rerun election, not USA, based on sufficient evidence that SLPP did not get more than 55%. Could be. It could be. But let's discuss about that. Let's discuss about this, Lamin. I like for discuss something way interesting, right? It could be that the tripartite will recommend a rerun of election. But how possible is that? Well, first of all, let's start with the formation of the tripartite, the structure of the tripartite. Okay. There are guidelines where the tripartite then don't set up within the committee, not so. And waiting at the end thing then day. One thing where I will tell you, it not go ever happen at the tripartite committee. For first ECSL for produce the result. It's not gonna happen. It's not. Not of us say they not get out, then get the result. But it's not gonna happen. We don't try that so many times, bro. We don't try that. When you look at the guidelines where they set up, it's not even there. So the recommendation is very, very good. I wish that is the case. For say yes, indeed, let them recommend. But before you recommend for a rerun of election, first of all, you need to forget like what he talks on. Sufficient evidence. But how you will able to get the evidence first when you're not able to get the result? Whose evidence will you get? See the point? That's not the point. You know what? Let's say then find out, say, the SLPP not bring 55%. Let's say so. Then what? Do you really believe the SLPP go tin up? Where mostly, now then they control that apartheid. I'm telling you, yes, I understand. We folks them that they do their level best, like Kalfara Mara, they do their level best. But I not think say the government now ain't get the last say on that tripartite. A lot of them don't know about that, but that actually is the case. Okay. So I don't think say the SLPP then go tin up for make APC bulldoze, they way in something where they don't try so many times, they not allow them, and now all of a sudden the SLPP then they step back and the APC get their own way. It's not gonna happen. That's a wishful thinking, my brother. But tell me what, if the they recommend a rerun of the election, how? Because any outcome, any recommendation where the tripartite make, where they agree on, all the parties supposed to agree on. Otherwise, no. They work. So you see, it's more than just maybe them will recommend. Then let's say, I know it's not going to happen actually. The SLPP not going to recommend a rerun of the election. That's not going to happen. And the APC alone cannot actually impose that to the committee. It's not going to happen. So you see where the problem there now, my brother. But let's say for argument's sake, I'll just joke around, okay? Let's say they recommend. Would not the institution we're responsible for that, for ask for a rerun or for order for a rerun? At the Supreme Court. At the Supreme Court. There is already a precedent at the Supreme Court. I know say probably you don't know about this. There is already a precedent at the Supreme Court wherein, in fact, that precedent day is much more plausible than what with the city they saw. In 1996, after the announcement, James Jonah announced the results, say the SLPP Tijan Kaba win the election. Within the time frame where they allow for a candidate for petition, Kelfa Smart and in team then go now the Supreme Court, then go petition the result. They not call that case, they take for some time. Then call the case. When they call the case, yes, indeed. Then can't find out, the courts can find out, say, Tijan Kaba no win the election. It was Kelfa Smart who won the election. This is not a precedent where it don't happen in Sierra Leone. I want for make you go back for make you go read about this. Kelfa Smart won that election. But you know what? Let's say, well, it no go tell well. This are the Supreme Court and he talks so. It no go tell well again. This man don't rule for 1 or 2 years or something. It don't rule for a while. So for say for Kampula, no, we not go allow that. We don't want to put this country into chaos again. See, they not authorize a rerun of the election or maybe as a change of government. So there is already a precedent where it don't happen. You want to tell me, say, then get for come back and invoke that precedent. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Especially you, Lamin Danke, in this program, you don't come out publicly and acknowledge, say, yes, the court, na SLPP court. This was what you said. This is not SLPP court. And in fact, you argue based on, because when we've been argue, where I've been argue, saying the APC is supposed to go to court. Therefore, we forbid not going to court and put the case, irrespective of whether the court called the case or not. But that's now kind of a handler, how they call them, a handle. Way for say yes, we get pending case. So if we get evidence now, way irrefutable, we just go well. This now the will be non-petition before the due dates, and now this is the result we get. Whether the SLPP want that or they don't want that, or we they go to court. For make will force the court for take this case and try for decide on them. But you say, you and a lot of APC, tell we say the court's not SLPP court, so they no go rule on that. And the tripartite not get the power for call for a rerun, then go recommend, but they not get a power. And that recommendation they say, it's not possible because in order for make them agree on any recommendation, the two parties need for agree on that. They said people will never agree for say let them do a rerun. Brother, the election was over. What I want for make you do, Lamin, and a lot of people they will still believe same there is going to be a rerun. I want for make una take that effort where una they spend on this hopeless, wishful thinking, and let we put them into reforming the APC party and trying for strategize for 2028. This is the only way out right now for we as a party. We cannot spend too much of our time in this wishful thinking. It's not going to happen. The factors not in our own favor. It's not. Anyhow you look it's not. Just yesterday, Kapskanu of the Kokoriko, he writes an article where he acknowledged for say, yes, indeed, there is no ever going to be a rerun of the election. And I read the article, now one of the APC forums, the leaning APC forums, and I tell her, I say, Kapskanu, you don't know about this for a very long time. From the beginning, you know, say, there is never going to be a rerun of this election because we don't mess up. We don't lock all the more than we supposed for help we for fed for a rerun of the election. And you now one of the people that actually will be to support that. Now, the only time now when you can acknowledge that because Linda Thomas come out and say the United States is not looking about a rerun. They were not looking on a rerun. Now, I think say your hope and trust was actually based on the United States. And now that hope is dashed. And now they come and say there is not going to be a rerun of the election. You could have done that. You could have informed your readers long time for say, hey, I know say we wish for make this year happen, but as a professional journalist and once a diplomat, we understand the diplomatic maneuvering and limitations. I don't think say there is going to be a rerun. First of all, why you get a big platform if you're not able to inform people truthfully? It's bad. It's really bad. Kapskanu bin get the opportunity for telling readers and say, hey, oh man, or even the time when we've been decide say, let we no go na cause, Kapskanu should have come and say, hey, and this is my opinion. Like what is some of we do? This is my opinion. If we're not going to court, we will lock that door. Then when we lock that door, they will not go able to open up again. So it is better that we went to court. But no, Kapskanu was one of the advocates for making the Oguna court. He was the defender of that particular decision. And after that, on this tripartite, he was one of the people who actually did insinuate, say, there may be a rerun. And now, in hope, is dash. So again for come and say, well, it's not going to be a rerun. Why didn't you say that long time ago? The people that will believe in you now, you can't dash them out. You can't dash them hope. It's awful. It's wrong. You know. So, my brother, it's time, Lamin. I know say you so zealous about the APC party, and I really appreciate that. You know, I really appreciate that. But I think we are spending a lot of time on the wrong efforts as APCs. Let's redirect our efforts in a better way. So if you get any comments on which I don't talk, you can put them in the comment section. I go read them back. Now, Musa say, the whole issue about the APC brass is there. Yankee boy. Yankee boy mentality or the Sidom look mentality. You wait until things are done for you. APC has missed a lot of opportunity. Musa, that's exactly the point why they try for put. We don't miss so many opportunities. Well, the bad thing about that is that, number one, you wait no one for just sit down and see things then they go wrong. You come out and say, hey, no, you know what? This is wrong. So let me take this route. You are the enemy. You are the enemy. This is the problem where we get. Where we need, if we change that, probably we'll get smart people in the APC party. APC party gets some of the smartest people in that country there. But the problem is the coconut head, we don't take advantage of the silence of the smart people and then they control the APC party. And the leaders are then they afraid them coconut head then they. Some leaders are they tell you for free, some leaders are then they afraid if they say this person, now he say so. Even if waiting that person say now the wrong thing, the leaders are not get mind for go against that person there. Because then they free let them not cause their mama or let them not attack them. Is that the way you want to lead the APC party? You as a leader? That's not the problem we'll get. And if we change that, we'll be able to become a better and successful party. To be honest with you, the problem is not the party. The problem is the decision we make and how we look at things. That is the problem we'll get. Anyway, we don't spend one and a half hour into this. I know say it's very difficult for we all at the APC party. But I also believe say a good for now we talk about things together, even if we get differences. The only way we will be able to come together is if we are willing to listen to we differences and find the best idea among them differences here for make we implement them for the benefit of the APC party. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before I stop the broadcast. You see, and this is going to be very hurtful to the SLPP. It's going to be very hurtful. Yesterday, I had a conversation with, or a response to one video where been to go around na social media, where na Patrick Mada Kuruma, what they call gentle. That's my younger boy. I'm a young brother anyway. We have been to talk about certain things then way, not good for a young man. About the corrupt practices of certain people in the country, where the last thing we Dr. Mankota would do for make I know say this person is corrupt, he don't involve in corruption, and they try for can defend you in a public. I will never do that. For some of you now, we know me. I was the PRO for APC USA, probably the longest serving PRO in the history of the APC USA. I served for almost 7 years. I think a little bit, 7 years more. But there was a problem. Now we administration. With chairman and vice chair and second vice chair and social social secretary and other few executive members, what did they do? Now, when we take over from the previous administration left money for we in about $16,000. Now the COFA. What happened? Immediately we come first, take that money, 16,000. That was the only money where the APC USA been get. Now the COFA. Take that money then, misspent them. By the time we remember the money is the money done. Okay. And come out, say, okay, waiting they go on. Me, na somebody we nobody. You know, they ban me. If we not spend this money, because there was some grumbling when they go around within the branch for saying, as we cancel no more, we don't spend the money. And we're not able to show some kind of legitimate expenditures towards the money. I tell them, say, when I need for explain how we spend the money, because me not even know how they spend the money. I know being go now Washington. You know, then take the money, spend now on certain things, and sometimes they even rent hotels, beside then go lodge, you know, and the money they use. So I tell them, say, and we have to be careful, folks. I say, we just don't come na power, you know, even take 2 months it, then don't begin attack we for misappropriation. I say we have to be very careful. I am not here to defend anybody. If you do wrong, no expect say me PRO they can't defend me. I get the ability for defend you, but I defend you when you do the right thing, and people they attack you wrongfully. But if you do the wrong thing, you expect me for defend, I know they defend you. Okay, that pass. Now we get an inauguration. After the inauguration, we get a lot of money. We will raise a lot of money from that inauguration in there. And what happened? There was something where I forget what event where we supposed for go now. We supposed for I think was either registration. I think was registration. So what did then do? Then take this money, then shape unto themselves, then buy tickets. So some people they even pay child support from this money. Buy tickets for go na salon. Now, this problem come again. I call me chairman and say, hey, what's in the go on? I want to make you tell me the truth. I cannot defend you if I don't know what's going on. He deny. Say all the allegations are what they make na wrong, na lie. I say, okay. I say, well, it will be very bad if me make me own investigation and I find out saying not true. So do you tell me the truth, saying a lie? So I make me investigation. I can't find out say it was true actually. Then take this money, then shape unto themselves. And they want me for make I defend them. I said, no, I can't do it. In fact, I tell them, I say, in fact, me now one of the people, the way they lead for call for an investigation for make we know what's go on. And I led that group for call for investigation. We fed for investigation, then set up a committee. The committee come out and do their own findings, find out same. Yes, indeed, then guy they misappropriate this money. Why una they go share money, una not even tell people them. You know, una no more for buy ticket for go salon. So I refuse. I refuse for defend them, and not only refuse for defend them, I actually insist for an investigation so that, because number one, I don't even start my political career at 8. Then I don't begin bend because of other person. No, I can't do that. I can't. So this is who I am. You know, ban me. So, you know, they gang up against me. They even try for pull me in my position, but my position is elected position anyway. We they work together, not to appoint me. So they're not able to pull me. And said, then they try for undermine me, do that's them. And I said, okay, that's fine when I undermine me, but I know they come and can encourage corruption. If me not a credible person, and they attack other people for corrupt behavior, then me they can condone corruption, and I know they do them. So now the same thing. People like Patrick Mada, Kuroma Gento, a brother, yesterday he was trying to defend parental and in wealth. Say, well, this parental not to not know, and this, that. You know, I come out, I say, Gento, you know the person this way give name to the APC party. You call them tollgate pan body. They say we are corrupt. For the past 5 years, you they attack the APC members them. You say they involve pan corruption. You they always stand for fight anybody we corrupt, whether from the APC or the SLPP. And now, parental Then catch up on corruption. You want for can defend them. You want for can talk something like it was bad. Parental na a clerk of the parliament. Parental na the person where they sign check for the one the way they employ. Parental now one of the people the way they approve the employment na parliament. Parental know every bit and bits of employment na that parliament day. Parental na a member of parliament when they all they sit down and make laws. This is the guy we come and tell the ACCC he don't know what's in a conflict of interest. Parental a member of parliament don't know what's in the conflict of interest. Parental where they sign check for pay employees them at the parliament. Now in they come and tell the ACCC he thinks say in wife don't work for 10 months. ACC come out and find out say the wife don't work for 19 months. This is the parental way they can defend. This is the problem we'll get in a salon. This is the biggest problem still we'll get in a salon. Sometimes when corruption persists in a salon, I know they always blame the politicians that we corrupt, the people that we corrupt. And they blame we where they can't defend the corrupt politicians them. Because if politician corrupts, you not defend them. Okay? You tell them, say, you don't do wrong, you're not supposed to do so. Then they stop. Like what I do, the story what I just give now. Me, young chairman, I stood up against him. In fact, we go to the extent we say, make them dissolve this administration, even though I was part of the administration. But hey, corruption is endemic. What did then do? I'm talking about Oyen Chairman them. Then go talk to some other corrupt people that na the headquarters for making them not pull them. That's why he left Bonfing. But at least I don't stand up. My conscience is clear. I say yes. Since where I become PRO, I not ever take nobody in money. I not ever corrupt at all, and I not ever condone no corruption. That record they na me aid, and I'm proud of that. And I want every Sierra Leonean we really like that country. They want for fed corruption. Don't condone corruption, whether it come out from your daddy or it come out from the SLPP or the APC. Don't condone corruption. Because if you do, you become an accessory to corrupt practices. And gentle Patrick Mada Kuruma, yesterday was a very low day for him for come out. I think the time we been say, you know, one for putting more day, like for being just set smart and say, I cannot do this because my credibility is much more important than some of them political bickering the way they go on. So, but he was tempted. And he fell for that. He destroyed now very young person. These are the people where Gefo can take over the leadership of the country. We all agree, say the way the country they go, all right, we need for change. But if we they try for train people then with the same behavior, how we call it a change? No, we call it a change. So this was the problem where I get with some of the folks then where they in America now, wherever you they condone corruption just because that person will corrupt, now your own brother, now your own sister, now your own auntie. No. If your auntie do something, tell her and say, hey, what you do so that money will take care and go back. Not to get them. Now the entire family now you get that money there. So I hope say we all were able to learn and able for work very hard towards developing Mama Salon. Okay? Now, Lamin Danke, he respond to me. Doctor, our state institution and civil society group have failed the people woefully. I totally agree with you. And this, now the most, pathetic things. You know why the institutions then fail? Because we not focus on strengthening the institutions. We focus on strengthening the individuals. That is the biggest problem we will get. In America here, they don't care about the individuals. They care about the institutions. When the institutions are strengthened, then you go see progress. When the individuals are strengthened, you know what you see? Decadence of corruption and manipulation and malpractices. Like what happened with Parantra. A man who don't do na that would and call day for the past 2 terms. Now they tell me, say, you don't know what's in the conflict of interest. Where you can pay in wife, you see, you don't know what's in a conflict of interest. This is the guy where they stand up now. AYB they talk against the APC party. Now the guy that one the way they talk against some members of the APC party. Where you can't and you say you don't know what's in a conflict of interest. Why you didn't a parliament in the first place? And you get some folks then they come for camp, and they see even some members of the parliament, SLPP folks, and then they go sit down. We clack back. If me na elects me for be president of salon, a lot of things then they done. If me na president of salon, then people then they we go sit down and they begin to say they want their own clerk. Waiting go past now. Because each and every one of now are corrupt. If you see corruption, you not talk you're not a corrupt person. So we got a long way to go. Yes, I agree with you, Lamindan King. We need for focus on we institutions instead of the individuals. Now the only thing now the whole way back home. The moment we begin focus on the institution instead of the individual, and that has been my fight in the APC party. I want for strengthening the APC party instead of strengthening the individual. Well, some people they will be in the talk saying, well, without Anes by Koroma, the APC party not go able to go any side. Now Anes Koroma no dey. You see what I've been argue for say, well, if now they talk, so what about if may God forbid it Anes Koroma die? You want time say the APC they die with Sam? You remember about 5 years ago, after we lost the election, maybe that time they not being kind of the TPN8. This was my argument. People in the camp, and without an Eskoma, the APC they go no side. So now that make one an Eskoma for continue. Okay, what happened if an Eskoma suddenly he die? Are you saying the APC is going to die with him? And now an Eskoma is out. What happened? The APC is still there. I don't see any kind of shake. No shake, no deal. No shake, no deal. So if you strengthen the institution, if you strengthen the APC party instead of the individual within the APC party becomes stronger. If you strengthen the individual becomes stronger. But the problem with the individual is it's insatiable. And they go. The individual, they go. The institution stays. It's durable. You see? So now we always look at this way of doing thinking nationally and politically. Now we focus on strengthening the institutions. Like the ACC. If we all believe in the ACC for 6 years, we they give una free latitude for let una make sure say una affect anybody. Where una find say it corrupt or something like that. Una say let una go attack somebody or let una go fight somebody because of political. No. It has to be apolitical. Una fight supposed to be apolitical. And they give una the free will for make you go after any corruption within me government. Within 5 years, I don't say corruption is done because corruption is endemic in Salon. See, corruption not only the politicians or the leaders that they corrupt. corruption starts from the root to the top. So yes, you go try for fight corruption from the top, but what happened with, under? It germinate and go up back. So you got to start fighting corruption from the roots, the bottom, all the way up. Now, so you go able for fight corruption. If you just fight corruption from the leaves and you left the root, it germinate. Then leaves and then they grow back. So these are some of the things where we all get for do. Let me take a pledge. Let we all take a pledge. Let we all say, I pledge my love and loyalty to the country Sierra Leone. Not so? How? You don't pledge your loyalty to the APC party. You don't pledge your loyalty to the SLPP party. You say you pledge your love and loyalty to the country Sierra Leone. But why your behavior is the opposite? You get the man even for betray the same country where you say you pledge your loyalty and love for the sake of your party, for the sake of the individual. So let's have a pledge for say we are willing to fight corruption even if the corruption is within my own, under my foot. If we do that, we start for whole people them we corrupt. The problem, the reason why to make mad at you, I don't talk about this so many times now, but I repeat again because if we repeat something over and over, it is stick to the minds of people them. Mad at you, the reason why to make you not able to fight corruption is because it come with the wrong idea of fighting corruption. I have no doubt. I have no doubt for say Madabi was serious about fighting corruption. I had no doubt that Aneskoma was serious about fighting corruption. But when they come meet up a brick wall, both Madabi and Aneskoma. Then can meet up brick walls, and most of the corruption then can find out say now the people that way they trust, now the people that way they respect, now the people that way they look up to for efficiency, that then corrupt. It becomes a problem for them. The one for Madabu for being succeed, if a man them, that is I'm talking about the one that was surround them. If it being able to realize, say, those people actually came in for vengeance. It wasn't about fighting corruption. It was about revenge. And if I be not stop and right there say, hey, no, I'm not here for a revenge. I'm here to fight corruption. So corruption is something where not unique to the APC alone or to the SLPP. Everybody is alone, from the farmer in a village all the way up, corruption. Let me just give you an example. How many land cases the way we don't see in other country there? Just about yes, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? One of my friends they grumble to me say, they don't go where they call it in land and go broke some of the structures the way you put, even the water tank, then don't thief and care and go. Then land dispute are not a government rule. These are ordinary people the way they turn up. He go make fake paper. They say this land, let me get out. He take this paper, he sell you the land. Then he take the same paper, he sell you the other person the land. Then they see they look how now they fit. That kind of corruption and not to the government too. You know, got nothing to do with government officials. So you see, if you are willing to fight corruption, you get for starting from the bottom all the way up. You get for cut. When you want for destroy a tree, not all the leaves there, they go cut. Now temporary. Then they grow back. Go at the bottom and dig the roots them out. If you dig the root them out, the tree not will ever come again. So I think say both Madabu and Aneskoma, probably Tijan Kabatu. Well, the reason what to make an up what them call Tijan Kabatu more. Tijan Kabatu, to be honest with you, it try. Tijan Kabatu try because now the person this way try for build their institutions. Yes, in the latter part, there were problems in terms of corruption, but at least it starts very good thing. Some of the institution, the NRA, that other institution, how they call them, for collector taxes and all that stuff. I forget what in the name. Tijan Kabana created in the so Aneskoma for become and strengthen them because the problem with some of them institutions like NRA, how somebody they go thief for $5 billion, $8 billion, people their money. Some of them people then they don't be they get good payments, but at least then they buy then they pay taxes. And they expect say after they don't retire, at least I like not to boku money, but at least then they pay them their retirement benefit. 1 grand person go clear 8 billion leons in 1 grand. It left them people then they. You know why? Because the institutions are not strengthened. In America, now, it's not possible. You know why? Because even you now the head of the institution, they see money. When you see money, now they thief am. They see money. The one where they manage the money self, even sabi am. Sabi the one where they manage the money. But in Sierra Leone, now that make we leaders they not lack technology because technology they prevent them from stealing. They prevent them. Okay. So we need to do a little bit more work for make we able to help that country. And I believe say at this particular time, the best person is me. Musa, Lamin, when I will vote for me. Because Musa, you said I've done be APC now. So I try for convince you for make you can me on camp, for make you support me. Lamin Danke. I don't know who side did I don't know if he did in America now or he did somewhere, but I think say I go able to quote you back for make you can me on side. To be honest with you, I mean I'm the only person now. Now the hope. Now the hope. I mean I'm the only hope now. All the other politicians they stay. It just about like the time we Neskuma been come. They say in Austin. I not stay no. Look me hand. It clean. Anyway. Lamin, thank you. Say respects, doctor. Thank you very much, my brother. And I just want to thank you too for for being part of this program. I really appreciate you. We all they learn from each other. Now we continue for teach and preach unity within the APC party and within the country, because without unity in the country, there is not going to be unity in the APC party, because there is not going to be an APC party or SLPP party. So we have obligations and responsibilities for make we prefer peace within the country. Okay. I think say I don't do much. It's now 1:59. I don't stay for almost 2 hours now, so I go try for end and so. But I just want to say one more thing before I let you go. Salon is the only country where you go bluff for being me own country. Well, some of we get dual citizenship, but we do our citizenship, we'll get limitations. I can be a governor in my state now. I can be a member, Senate, a senator. I can be a House representative in America now, or any other position. I cannot run for president. President's position is only for born American, not naturalized American. So you see, there is a kind of a limitation. In Sierra Leone, I not limit myself to anything. Can be anything I want for be. So that we felt very hard for make a better paradise. Okay. But it not gonna be a paradise. Oh wow. Lami, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, anyway, when the time reach, I get for go to Maryland. When the time reach, when I get for put me exploratory team, I get for go to Maryland. I get for travel the entire USA for go and talk to una for say the actual real diaspora is going to Sierra Leone to represent you guys. So believe say if I become president of Sierra Leone, the diaspora and the government that one day. I know that now. And I know that. So I do all that. Yeah, what I've been trying to talk about is we get to responsibility as Sierra Leoneans for making very easy for we. And we people then back home, then they look up to we because especially we within the diaspora here, you know, then they listen to we if we tell them something. So let's take advantage of that and try for process the own thinking we go make unity in the country and progress in the country. Yes, I know say we get differences when it comes to affiliations, you know, SLPP, me, APC, but we all belong to the green, white, and blue. Okay, so work very hard for the peace of the country. And the young one, then we know the young one, they do a big. Now we know can follow waiting we papa that don't do the mistakes or don't do. Now we try for take a different route. We all agree say the route where the country they go is not good. So why are we going the same route? We'll get for change, okay? I don't want to know more. So I thank you very much again. I'll go see you next week, the same time, the same place, here on the TPN network.